Hi class, how are you? I wanted to take a minute to do a video for you guys this week to explain a few things about the midterm. We're quickly approaching and I'm getting a lot of emails about the midterm. So I wanted to clear it all up in a general space for everybody. So one, to test with me on campus, it is free. So we will be testing on campus, which is another question I've been getting asked a lot. And I don't yet know where on campus we'll be testing. We'll be testing in one of the classrooms, likely, or a conference room. I've got to reserve our place that we're going to test. So it's free and it is on campus. In regards to reviewing for the midterm will be multiple choice questions and short answer questions. So it will look just like your quizzes do every week. So with that being said, you should really take the time to review your textbook. And a great way to review the textbook is this. At the beginning of every chapter, there is on the first page, there's a little box at the very top that says chapter objectives. If you can't answer those questions, you probably don't know the major points in the chapter. And so I'm not someone who, as you guys can see from the quizzes, I'm looking for you guys to have a general understanding of the text. So there are not a lot of, the midterm and the final, they're not designed to trick you. So you don't have to be worried about that. And then at the end of the chapter, there's an area called review, and you should be able to answer those questions as well. So, and that's probably also a good way to read every chapter every week, is to be taking notes on those major chapter objectives and answer the review questions at the end and keep those as notes for you to study. Now, along with the textbook, every week I have been posting the PowerPoint that's associated with the textbook that outlines the chapter. So that's a great way to also study your text. I strongly encourage you to go back and watch the videos that I have been posting. Many people, as I can tell from the past of grading the midterm and the final, they think that the test is only going to be on your chapter, and it's not. The test covers the module materials. So readings that said optional on the module page, they were optional, so I'm not testing you on that. But I am testing you on your textbook readings, any articles that I have posted, and any videos I've posted. So go back, watch the videos, write down the major points, just like we've, for instance, with the Brain and Love video, I asked you guys, how does the brain, how does the mechanism for love in the brain mimic addiction? You should go back in the video. You should have had that as a note written down, that it follows the 3 major characteristics of addiction, which is relapse. Now they're all slipping my mind. So go back, read that. You should have these kinds of main points written down. I don't know how that slipped my mind. That was a horrible example for it to slip my mind at the same time. Okay, so that is what you should be doing in regards to that. Review your quizzes. If, go through. You should be able to answer those quiz questions out of your textbook. You should be able to write 3 to 5 sentences on the short answer questions without using your textbook. Get together in study groups, quiz each other, ask each other questions to deepen your understanding. The best way to learn and make sure that you know something is to teach it to other people. So use that opportunity, since you guys are on campus, to get together and study together. Maybe you should ask the people in your discussion group, would you guys like to get together and study? That'd be a great way to go about that. So that is the midterm. I don't think I have anything else to say on that. It has been a very, very hectic week for me at my day job, which has left me extremely exhausted at night, which has slowed me down on my emails, as well as slowed me down in my grading. It is not a good idea for me to grade when I'm exhausted. So for the betterment of you guys, take the time that I need sometimes to refrain from grading so I can give you guys my undivided attention. So I'm going to get back to grading so that you guys can know what you've gotten on your quizzes as you walk into the midterm. Don't worry too much about the discussions for studying for your quizzes, because it's not, the discussions are designed to get you talking about the material, but it is not designed to be used for quiz questions. I'm not, you guys are all having varying discussions on in your discussion board, so there's no way for me to expect everybody to know what happened in discussion group 1. So don't worry about that. But the discussions are a great way for you guys to increase your knowledge, to increase your retention, because you're talking about the materials in a different way. So with that being said, utilize the discussion board to do that. So that's all I have to say about this week. I'm thinking to myself, is there anything else I'm missing? I'm getting some questions about the assignments. It sounds to me like some people are still a little confused about the major assignments of the class. So there is a gratitude journal. You guys are supposed to be keeping up with that. I'll be grading your first submission of those, reading through what you guys are doing and giving you some feedback on improving them and what else I would like to see in those. You do have a quiz that's due on Sundays, not any time on Sunday, by 11 p.m. on Sunday. And because the quizzes actually have a due date that's associated with them in Canvas, anytime you start that quiz and it's past its due date, it will let you know this assignment is past due. When you submit it, it will say this assignment is late. So be mindful of that. Just, I don't want you guys to think that as long as you start the quiz by 11 o'clock that it's going to be submitted on time, because you have 20 minutes to complete it. So if you started at 10:50 and you need that 20 minutes to complete it, it will be submitted late. It does not matter when you start it. So, and you will receive a 0. So guys, plan accordingly for the assignments. You all have, I generally, as I said in last week's video, I generally open up the materials Sunday afternoon to evening. So you have a whole week, really, to review the materials. I'm noticing that that a lot of people are waiting until the last day to take the quiz, which kind of sets you up to have some issues. I'm having people to email me saying that Canvas is freezing, that they're having issues with typing their short answer in. I can't. You've got to plan. If you are worried that Canvas is going to lose your short answer, type it in Word and copy and paste, so that as you're typing, nothing's going to happen with it. And once you open that quiz on one device, excuse me, I do not believe that you're able to open it on a different device, because you can only make one attempt on your quiz. Therefore, if something happens on your computer, let's say your computer dies in the middle of you taking a quiz, I don't believe you can then open it on your phone, because you've only got one attempt, and it is going to submit it after that 20 minutes has elapsed. So just be mindful of these kinds of things, guys. Plan to succeed. As one of the professors in the department always says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So just be mindful of those kinds of things. This is the winter. We're having a lot of weather issues. So, be mindful. Give yourself the opportunity to get these things done before the due date, so that when the due dates come along, you're not frantically trying to email me and ask for more time, because I'm not going to open it back up. So just be mindful of these kinds of little things. I know that Canvas is harsh. I used Blackboard while I was in college, and I know there were times I lost entire assignments to Blackboard because I accidentally clicked something on my laptop or something like that, and lessons learned. So I understand the frustration of using these learning modules. So just, plan for accidents to occur. And I know you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, well, how would I know that something was going to happen? Just plan for Canvas to do something a little hinky. Let me know as soon as possible that something has happened. Don't wait several days after you've taken the quiz to say, oh, by the way, something happened. Because I can use judgment to kind of know what's going on. I can look in Canvas and pull things to see what happened. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great week, and that you're getting prepared for the midterm. If you are not taking the midterm with me during one of the 2 testing sessions, you need to get a proctor. And I hope that you guys have completed the survey that I gave out about where you're testing, or if you're testing with me or with a proctor, so that I can kind of make sure to keep prompting you to get a proctor if you're not taking it with me. So, if you do not take it with me or with a proctor, please know that you will receive a 0 on the quiz, on the midterm and the final as well. You must have a proctor. All right. So, that is all. I hope you guys enjoy this week's material. I hope you're enjoying the discussion boards. I'm enjoying reading them, and I'll be talking with you soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.